It's your boy Quan back at it with another weekly analysis, going over the trades from the past week and going over what I see that's coming up. Starting with Nas 100. Nas 100, it did exactly what I wanted it to do. Last week, I think we was where? Let's see, we're on the 2 hour chart. Last week we was around. Last week we was around here, and I said once we break and retest this trend line, we had the ability to go up, possibly to hit this negative 27%, but we didn't quite get there. But we did get a new impulse up, and then we came down, and then we held this level of support right here, and we just kept on bouncing off the support. So the story of this zone right here was every time price tests this, it pushes up, push up, push up, push up. So these was all buying opportunities all around this zone right here. Now what did I see? For right now, I see that I had a trend line stealing from point A to point B, point A, point B, pull price all the way across. Let me delete some of this so y'all can see a little bit better. So point A to point B, pull price all the way across. We just broke out of it and then we retested it right here. So I am looking for a sell, a voluntary sell. Like this is like a very minor sell. Because structure is broken on this lower time frame. So if I say this structure right here, if I point it out, we have this impulse move up, this correction, this continuation, and then we just broke right here. Then we have this correction, so we could be looking for a continuation downward. And then once we get that continuation downward, then we can look for that overall move up to the negative 27%. Let's see for the hour chart. But still, this could still potentially just go straight to the negative 27% because this field structure needs to be finished. Let me see, point A to point B. Yeah, I can see it finishing out this field structure this week. But the only thing I'm worried about is this trend line just got broken. So I want to see if we have a temporary sell first before we get the overall push up. Because we did have a trend line from point A to point B, full price all the way across. We never really got a retest of this trend line yet. So that could be a possibility soon. Right now, we got this impulsive correction, continuation, correction, continuation. Price bar structure right here. The brand new impulse down. I want to see if this fib structure gets played out before anything. So it did break this trend line and it did give us a brand new impulse move down because structure was this right here. We have this impulse move up, this correction, this continuation, this correction, this continuation. And then we have this brand new impulse move down, and then this correction, and this might be the continuation. But we could be in a little bit consolidation because This price is in the middle of nowhere right now. We don't have nothing to confirm anything. Go for 30 minutes. So for right now, if we break and retest this up here, then we can take it to the negative 27%. But if we break and retest this below, then we can take it to this negative 27%. So I want to see a break of these right here, break of this high, and then a break of this low to see what we're going to do. Break the structure, break the structure. So that's it for NAS 100. If we break these highs, we can go up to this negative 27%, which will be about 140 points. But if we break this right here, then we can see it coming down. Retest, and then see it coming down to this negative 27%. Stemming from point A to point B. So that's it for NAS. Let's go to US 30. US 30, I think we was right here. And we had a little bit of divergence. And I said I wait for the break and retest for the sell back to this previous level of resistance, and watch if it turns into support on this area. But it didn't quite pull back to this area. It stopped from right here, this level of support right here, and then it gave us our push up, like I said, right here. And then once it gave us our push up, it held this level of support right here, and then gave us another push up. So US 30 is at all-time highs right now. It might hit this negative 61.8 because we did have this push down the beginning of Friday, and then price quickly pushed back up. So look for price to push here and then give us a reversal. Right now, structure is beautiful. We just having uptrends right now. So I can see price pulling back up before it hit the negative 61.8, just because we did have this impulse move up and then there's no correction yet. We might pull back inside this level, or we can possibly hit this trend line right here. So we can stemming from point A to point B, pull price all the way across. So we might hit this trend line right here and then hit this negative 61.8. Mm, the most likely scenario right now is I can see price going straight to that negative 61.8 just because we're right here. And then we broke this level of, we broke this high, and we need to, kind of retested it right here. So I can see it going all the way to this negative 61.8. And then once it hit this negative 61.8, look for a reversal back to this trend line. So that's the right now money is wait for a break and retest of this level of resistance to this negative 61.8, and then look for it, watch price to see if it come back down to this trend line. Cause we still at all time highs, and then if we look at like the higher time frame, we haven't had no like valid pullback yet to this level of resistance. So that's it for US 30. Let's see oil. What did oil do? Oil, I had wanted to see it hit this trend line. Oh no, it was right here, right? It was right here. And I said, wait for the break and retest of this trend line to take it up to the negative 27%. We never got the break and retest of this trend line, so that's okay. We ended up selling the whole week, and we ended up retesting the back of this trend line right here, coming from point A to point B, pull up price all the way across. Now we're in the zone where price has to bounce off of every single time. Um, every single time we in the zone right here, price has to push up, push up, push up, and push up, and we're in the zone again, so we could most likely push up. We have a bunch of confluences right here, which is we at the back of this trend line, and we're in the zone right here, and then we have this a little bit of divergence starting to form. We have excuse me. We have price going down while RSI is going up. So that is a good indication that price wants to go up from this area. Um, Before we could able to take these buys right here, I would like to see a break and recess of a smaller structure right here. So the structure right here was an impulse move down. We had this impulse move down, and then this correction, and then this continuation. I would like to see it break this high right here, and then come back up to retest, and then continue to push up. So I will have an alert right here saying watch price above this level, and watch for a break and retest above this level to take us back up. Um, that's it for U.S. oil. GBP USD. We was forming divergence, right? So GBP, I have a sell coming, like a long term sell, because if you look at the structure from right here, and you just look at it as an objective standpoint, we have this high, this low, this high, this low, this high, this low, this high, and then this week, last week, we have broke the previous low right here, the higher low. So with a brand new impulse, so we have this impulse. Now we're looking for a correction, and then we're looking for a continuation downward. Um, it's a buy coming because we had this level of divergence. We never broke any highs all along this area right here. So we have divergence starting to form. And once this divergence finish, I would like to see, let me just mark it out real quick. I would like to see it break a level of resistance and then come back to reset and then come to one of these field levels right here, stemming from point A to point B. Point A to point B. See if it come back to one of these levels right here, and then once we come back to one of these levels and then give us the validity to keep going down, then we could take it to the negative 27%. And that's it for GBP USD. But all throughout this week, it was just a sell because we had this like divergence or a descending channel was just all throughout this area right here. So it's very important that you know, like the type of markets you're in, because it really didn't give us no type of trades. I mean, we had smaller trades off of like smaller breaks and retests. Like if we look right here, we had this break and retest right here, and then we had like this break and retest. So this is very important to know where you're at all time frame. That's why you always got to do a top down analysis, because was just in a descending channel all throughout last week. And so what I'm looking for is a break of structure on a smaller time frame, or even on a 1 hour time frame. If I can get this break of this high right here, and then get a retest of this trend line, then they give us the validity for it to go up short term, and then it's going to give us the long term downtrend. I hope you guys understand that. Like this, put the structure. And I say that because if you look right here, like this right here. Let me go to a clean chart. Let me see. If you look, this right here is a uptrend, right? So we have this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we just broke the previous higher low point with a brand new impulse, right? So once price give us the validity for us to, this might not be the end of this impulse, right? So once price give us the validity that price wants to go up, again, once it hit one of these 38.2, 50%, 61, then this field structure would be valid. And once this field structure is valid, then we can really draw to see which ones the low is, to make sure it's like it's valid. And then once it gives us that, then we look for smaller breaks on smaller time frames to see if it wants to give us that push down ultimately. So something like this, and then once it gives us that smaller break, then we could take it to this negative 27%. All right, so that's GU. Let's go to gold. Gold was beautiful all this week. Gold was just a beautiful buy all throughout this week. Where we started from was it right here? Oh, it was right here. So let's go to the 1 hour time frame. So last week, I don't think my audio played from last week's video, so I don't think y'all can hear me. But I said wait for a break and retest of this trend line right here, starting from point A to point B. Price pull back one time, and then continue, and then it form a level of support all throughout this area. And then they gave us a beautiful just buy all throughout this area right here. Right now, we just hit the negative 61.8 based off of point A to point B. On this flip structure, we hit this negative 61.8. Now we're starting to form like a ascending channel. So I'm looking for a pullback. Look for price to break and retest for right now, this area right here. And once it breaks and retest, we could carry it to this level right here. Break and retest to this level of resistance. And then watch price here. Watch price here for, once it come here, watch for it to continue going up to all-time highs. That's pretty simple on gold. Yeah, that's pretty simple. Cause we need a retest though. We just broke out of this high right here. We never really got a better retest. So look forward to come back to this area right here, and then continue going up. That's it for gold. Um, USD JPY did exactly what I said. 1 second. USD JPY. So on USD JPY, I said watch for this breaker structure. When price breaks this right here, that's give us the validity that price wants to continue going up. Because if you look at this is the last previous lower high point on this daily time frame. So we got this impulse move down, this correction, and this continuation. And so once price broke out of here, it gives us the validity that price wants to go up. So I have this is my bottom, and then once price lets me know when price wants to stop the impulse, then I can draw my Phillips structure from that point. And then on a 4 hour time frame, we have this like ascending channel starting to form. Let me delete this right here. So I can see it going down from here just because we have this impulse move up and then this correction. We have this ascending channel right here. And so once price breaks this lower high point right here with a brand new impulse correction, we can take it back down to this level right here. And this was a previous level of resistance. And then we can look for that move to go higher. But if you look at the overall time frame, like we was at a level of support all throughout this area. Support, support, support. And we can look for the continuation to go higher. Impulse correction, continuation correction, and then continuation. So look for the long term buys. But right now, if we break this level of resistance right here, and then give us a retest, then we can take it back to the zone, and then we can look for that buy all throughout this area right here. So that is it for now. Short, simple, quick, and fast. I hope you guys take advantage of these trades on these trades I've been posting. If you don't, follow me on Instagram. I post a lot over there, a lot of good information over there at Your Daily Investments. And that's it, man. Thank you.